Mm-hmm.
Oh, that looks good.
And we'll see if anyone shows up.
Oh, that's dark. Oh wow, yeah, it looks really clear.
Mm-hmm. A magnifying button up there. Yeah, that is a lot clearer.
Yeah, that's way better.
Nobody here.
Oh, that's fine. We just want to. I'm gonna go turn it on the TV and see what it looked like. And then I'll let you know. Then you can talk. Okay, go ahead and talk.
All right, how does this sound? All right, how does this sound?
Sounds really good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really clear.
Yeah, you can see the difference in this kitty.
You can even hear me talking in the other room.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
This kitty.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real clear. Okay. Well,
you know she's scary.
Okay, well that's all. Yeah. Have to stay on the wall. We just wanted to check it.
Yeah. Well, it's Friday night, so I guess there's no one around.
No. But it says 3.
It says 3. Who's there though?
Maybe the people that don't But anyway, hello to the other 2 people that are in the chat. Max Mueller and
Steve Goldman.
We just had a new camera and we wanted to check it to see what it looks like and to know if anyone
Brandon.
Oh, hey, we're not gonna stay on
too long, yeah.
We just want to check the new camera and the sound. How does it sound?
Yeah.
Does it sound good? Can you hear us?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
That went away, didn't it?
Yeah, that was Sprint, wasn't it? I like.
Yeah.
You can see
the background more.
Yeah. Okay, good. We wanted to check the new camera, like I said, and check the microphone because it comes with its own microphone, and we wanted to just check the quality. And from what it looks like on our end, on the camera and on the TV, it looks pretty good
because we can see ourselves.
Yeah, we can see ourselves.
It gives you a thing. Sounds good, but kind of.
What? Brian Sanchez, Cobra. Oh yeah, see now you can see everything. You can see the Cobra
Commander and Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
And the flag, the American flag there in the middle. So yeah, good. The camera looks good. You want to tell them about tomorrow?
What about tomorrow?
The live stream.
Master Maniac or Masters with an S. Master, a lot clearer and good sound. Okay. Masters Maniac Mexico, who if you on a lot of our live streams, you've seen him. He chimes in. He's doing a super chat tomorrow. He's in Mexico, so he's on Mexico time. But the time that he's doing the super chat is going to equate to about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Is out of sight. Hey, how you doing? Spontaneous here. Is going to 1 o'clock Eastern Standard, and we've been invited to it, so we're going to try that out tomorrow. And this is like an international chat, so we'll see how that works out because it's going to be like Americans, South Americans, and Germans on there. So hopefully we can understand everybody, but we'll give it a shot.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Again, that's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time
on Masters Maniac Mexico on his channel on YouTube. Wheels of Chaotic
doing greetings and say
Sydney Down Under. Everybody's up here. They all come. Yeah. And again, this is a new camera. This is new equipment. Just tuned in, Punisher XS. And no, we were not planning on doing a live stream tomorrow night. Probably the week after.
Yeah, because again, we're going to be on another person's
somebody's live super chat.
So if y'all could pop in and say hello, give support because he supports the channel, and we want to support him. And if you're not busy at that time, and you have a few minutes, even if you just pop in, give a like, say hello, just give some support, be supportive. It'll be great. It'll be great for him, and I'm sure he'll truly appreciate it.
Yeah, because he pops in all the time. And
yeah,
he chimes in a lot on the chats.
And the topic is mainly going to be about PowerCon.
PowerCon, the upcoming.
And PowerCon, of course, is
Masters
of the Universe, and I guess probably the new releases, and it might go off on other tantrums, like always. But we're gonna try it out. We're gonna see, and it should be good.
Yeah, the PowerCon in California.
Yeah.
People keep asking us if we're gonna go. I'm not gonna go to California.
Hey, Rome.
Yeah, Rome Ross feels like Saturday already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and again, this is a test. As you can see, we should be looking a lot more clear on
your end. You can see a lot more of the room because this new camera has a wider field of view.
Yeah.
So you can see more. So that means that's more we got to straighten up so we can see. I'm really hanging out for the PowerCon
reveals. Yeah. People want to see what's going to be shown.
Well, we saw a bunch of stuff, and
I've shown a few things.
Was already pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store.
On the weekly roundup.
Yeah.
The guy says he liked the unboxing.
Good.
Yeah, you got to see all of my damaged and soaking, dripping wet packages. And for those of you who didn't see it yet, picture looks sharp. Yeah, it was coming in really nice.
Good.
That one package was literally dissolving. I put my fingers in it and just peeled it apart because it was just sopping wet, sitting out in the rain. Our old postman used to put the packages in a bag.
We got to figure out the lighting though, because there's a big shadow on this side of me, so I look like Two-Face.
It's just the angle. She doesn't act like Two-Face though.
Yeah,
it's just the position of the light, or we can get like one of those ring lights to put on here, a soft light that doesn't like blind us and make us sweat, so that we can come in more clearly. And this is something that we're just trying to do to for you guys, so people that watch the video, so that they can get a better experience out of it, so that we don't look like we're filming in a dingy basement somewhere.
Yeah, with an old cell phone that came out in 2000.
Like so. Here, let me get my let me do my film.
Oh yeah, he got this at a yard sale. Like a year or so ago.
And I've got the charger. It works.
Yeah, but you ain't talking about that. Do you start at new pop stuff? Yes, I do. Big Bad Toy Store is sending me some stuff, so I can't wait to show all of you, because I know especially you and Robert, just
honestly, she hasn't bought any recently. This is like months, a year or more ago, back orders on Big Apple Collectibles, because they are that bad.
Yeah.
With catching up.
I have 3 orders with Big Apple Collectible. I'm never using them again. Mm-hmm. And I am cutting off, because I stopped buying Pops for like, 2-3 years. Yeah. I didn't buy any.
Or just onesie twosies.
Yeah. And then after the pandemic, they seemed like they started putting out some really good ones.
Yeah.
And I started back buying again.
There's Umika Boom and Action Figure Expert.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not Saturday already.
No, we're just testing out the camera.
Testing out a new camera. And this is the old one.
Yeah, this is the old one that just it's
a Logitech standard.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah, out of sight. That's right. The PowerCon Hordak 1/6 scale classic variant drop tomorrow. It's going to go out in a minute, because it's limited to something like 400 or 500 pieces.
Ooh, yeah.
And it's going to fly. That's the one I would want. That's the one. Remember when I was whining about it on the weekly roundup a couple of months back, and I was like, this, I don't know. This is not what I would expect based on the figures they've already released. This is the one that I would want. And they're making it so that I can't get it now.
Nerds World, yes. New technology, yes.
We're catching up.
Yeah, we're not going to be in the dark ages. We're actually going to start keeping up with the times and get new equipment.
Next, we're going to try to replace this one. And it's not a bad camera. It does great. It's got a 60 times zoom, which is really good. And a lot of the modern cameras, they don't bother with a good zoom feature. But eventually we'll replace this one, because sometimes you hear that like crickets in the background, and that's the lens adjustment on this camera. So for when we go to the shows and do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Axel Foley, good morning.
Vietnam. I like that one line, good morning, Vietnam. Robin Williams. Mm-hmm. Good morning, Vietnam. I saw that movie once.
Yeah.
I don't remember it well. I know he was a radio DJ.
Yeah, well, he was the Army DJ. And so when he tried to talk about stuff he wasn't supposed to, he got in trouble.
Yeah.
They were like, no, you're not going to spin it that way. You're going to spin it the Army way. And shut up.
But we know how that goes nowadays.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, that's just the norm. But yeah, like I said, we wanted to come out. I only have the glow in the dark Skeletor. Oh, okay,
still, that's nice though.
Yeah,
and they made the Skeletor is the one they've made the most of. And I have the Mondo exclusive one, because it was the regular one, the Mondo exclusive, the Hot Topic one, and then there was the Motubi version with the metallic paint. But yeah, camera was a great investment. Good job, guys. She gave that to me.
Yeah,
she gave it to me, and because our anniversary is coming up this month, and it came early, and she was like, here, let's try it out, and surprised me with it.
Hey, Graphic Man.
I was not expecting anything.
Graphic Man, Eric Peterson.
Oh yeah,
not Peterson. I know a guy named Eric Peterson. And Nerd is as if I'm doing PT. We didn't work out this week, hardly. We did a lot of housework, and I cut the grass twice this week, so that was exercise enough.
Yeah, we had extra to do at work, and it kind of threw our schedule off.
Yeah, it threw it off a lot.
Because we work in mental health. We've mentioned that before. We both work in the same facility, and they had an issue by which they needed someone to help with transportation. And so, we did that for a little while this week, and it threw us off. Plus, since it was Labor Day, a holiday in this house is not a holiday. It's called DIY. And so I remodeled the guest bathroom, or the regular bathroom.
Yeah, the main bathroom.
We have our bathroom, and then how most houses they have like an extra bathroom.
Yeah.
So I tore it down and rebuilt it over the weekend.
Yeah, and this thing got a remote, but I don't know how it works, because we're supposed to be testing it.
Yeah, I know. But
we are
with the remote, I might get use a remote control for a plug and play camera.
But it's
extra unnecessary. We got a camera once before to replace this, and ended up sending it back. It was like this big fancy looking thing, 4K Ultra.
Yeah, it was.
But you couldn't plug it into anything.
No.
And it only worked via Bluetooth to your cell phone, and then the cell phone was supposed to then transmit it to your computer, and it kept dropping. You have the phone is like attached to the camera like this, and it'll film for like 10 seconds and drop. Film for 10 seconds and drop.
Yeah, you got to have amazing Wi-Fi.
And then when you or like a $1,500 freaking phone, I guess.
Nobody buying that.
And then when you
come with batteries.
When you put
so with that.
And then when you try to upload it, the voice was out of sync. The voice wasn't in sync, and you couldn't get it to match up. It was recording the voice at a slower pace than the video. It was a mess.
In New York. I am never going back to New York. I've been to New York twice.
I was only there once for like a few hours.
I was there twice, and both times as a kid, never as an adult.
I don't know where that goes.
I don't even know what this is.
We'll figure it out later.
I thought it was going to be a battery, and then I can test the zoom.
No batteries.
But it got this plug.
You didn't like triple A's. Oh, it came with 2 plugs.
Oh.
Because it's already plugged in, obviously. I used the plug. Oh, you know what? That's because this one isn't a USB port. This is something else. That's why.
Yeah.
But
whatever. Now we got to get. Why don't
Kaiser says New York sucks?
Why wouldn't they send batteries with
I don't know. Why doesn't 3.0 give you freaking batteries?
Yes.
And that's one of my complaints every time I do it. And people are like, come on, you're talking about batteries, man. Everyone else gives you damn batteries except for 3.0.
Not this camera thing.
Not the camera.
Yeah, I guess they say you got crisp video.
You got good video, and that's all you get, American.
Yeah, so you got to go buy your own batteries.
Out of Sights wants to know if I saw the new Star Trek Mego figures. Yeah, they're going to be
that was on the roundup.
They're going to be on the roundup tomorrow morning. And that's a topic of discussion. I was thinking about doing a separate video on that because, man, Mego fans are
you both work in mental health. Wow, that's got to be intense birthdays. Well done. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy. It depends. I mean,
I like it.
I like it too.
The first job I've ever had, and this is the God's honest truth, I've worked real jobs in the military.
Yes, Kaiser, it's a new camera. We're testing it tonight. That's why we're on right now.
I worked in the military, the city of Atlanta Union. So this is my 5th actual job. Like real, not like when you was in
major job, like career job.
Yeah, this is the first one I actually really like and enjoy because the people we're helping, they're adults.
Yeah,
and they have mental and physical disabilities, but they actually need your help.
Yeah, that's the thing for me too. It's like, you help people, and like if you work in customer service, you helping people, and they're a bunch of pricks. And you almost hate yourself for helping them because they treat you like garbage. These people, it's like they almost hardly can't appreciate what you do because of the mental health issues. Some of them are actually rather severe, but they actually do need the help. So you don't feel bad about it. You don't feel like somebody's kicking you in the teeth when something goes wrong. If that makes any sense, they really need the help. So we don't mind doing it. What?
Can I just say he can see every pore and wrinkle? We need to go back to the old camera. Say what so I can jump right into the Alan Moore. Now
you'll be okay.
Yeah, but no, I can't.
She's not going to do it.
I can't. I started reading. I read the first because I got the omnibus, so I read the first book, I guess, or the first story, however you want to, or chapter, however you want to call it. But it was so much that was already going on.
She wants to understand what was left behind.
Yeah. Because when when I watch TV shows, movies, especially reading books, if it's a series, I have to read the whole thing because I got to know everything that's going on. Why is Swamp Thing like this? What happened? Who's this? Why did they get killed? This person was in a car accident. Why were they in a car? So I know everybody say, "Oh, you can jump right in. Alan Moore is way better."
Yeah,
and you might be right. I don't.
And Plasko wasn't a bad writer.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. Hey. But for me to totally enjoy the book, I have to read the whole thing. I have to know the entire story. So I got you saw the unboxing, and I got the Bronze Age, and then somebody was writing in that
there's one more piece in between.
That's the 70s. There's another piece in between that. So I'm trying to find that.
And Nerd says, "You guys have your own company?" No, we don't. We're working.
Company?
Yeah, we work. No, we're working for someone. It's not our facility. Out of sight.
See, now you can see everything. No,
DBZ. That's the anime. That's the anime series.
Yeah,
not manga. It's not manga.
I spent 16 years in law enforcement before I retired, and all the people I encountered with serious mental health issues was really concerning, not knowing what you're walking into and all that. Yeah. And
some of them are dangerous.
Some of them are dangerous.
A couple of the people we work with are dangerous. You got to be careful.
Yeah, and you have to know them. And the sad part about it, if the police is called, all you're going to say is, "Hey, I got an emergency at this address," and you're not going to tell the full story. This person has a mental disability. Their anxiety causes them to be violent, but they can be talked down, blah, blah, blah. You're not going to get all that. So then the police comes out and just see this big 250-pound guy going berserk. and then they're in a different frame of mind. So it's a lot involved. It's a lot involved. But that's cool. But More Run on Swamp Thing is one of the best. I've heard that.
Yeah, people have been saying that.
Yeah, that he is the best.
I remember I did read it back in the day, but it's been a long time. I'd like to reread it again after you're done.
Yeah. And I'm also looking into some more independent, more darker
you might like
comics.
You might like Sandman.
I've seen Sandman in stores because we went to that comic book store and we did the video. I guess you're gonna put that up soon. But I seen Sandman. I'm wondering what it's about. But I like that kind of darker.
Sandman's really dark and really
more adult,
philosophical.
Yeah.
Umi Kaboom.
I work
as a glazier, and I repair a lot of windows for mental disability homes because they are constantly breaking them.
Yeah, I've heard that. The people that we work with, they're not. We have one person that's like violent, but he can be managed. He can be talked down. You just have to do it. And you got to know him and you got to know the triggers. And then, we spend time not triggering. And that's just the whole, the gist of it, you know. And everybody has triggers. Normal people that are normal and people that have disabilities, everybody has a trigger.
Yeah, it's just that with them, whatever part of the brain it is that says, okay, put the brakes on. They don't have that. So they'll fly off the handles.
The cat whisperer.
Yeah, that's Melandros.
Yes, Sandman is highly
excited about PowerCon. Are you able to go? Are you able to go to PowerCon, or are you just going to watch it?
Awesome. So you guys have Robotech. You have Robotech? Right?
Yeah, I have Robotech.
Melbourne.
Okay. I've got the complete original Robotech saga, all three seasons.
Have you watched them? No, we haven't. We don't have Netflix.
We don't have Netflix. We haven't seen it yet. We just heard a lot of whining. So
it's cool. You guys are helping people who suffer. Yeah. And these people, they're the fake ones, you know, because, and you know, you be honest, it's some people out there that's abusing the system to get a check. By claiming to be disabled.
Well, these people are wards of the state.
Yeah, they're wards of the state.
It's legitimate.
They live in a group home that is funded by the state.
Yeah.
So, and you meet them, you won't have any doubt that, oh yeah, this person got issues. And you know, and people see that when we go places and when we go out, because you can look at each and every one of them and be like, okay, something's going
off.
On there.
Yeah.
Hellblazer and DC Death. Oh, okay.
I remember Hellblazer.
Okay. I want to start reading a few more. I read one.
You might like John Constantine too.
I saw the movie.
Yeah, it's based on a comic from DC.
Somebody recommended one to me some years ago, and I read it. Judas. It's a religious. I don't know if it's religious, but it's about the disciple Judas after he committed suicide. And if you ever saw the movie, it's an animated movie from EA Games, Dante's Inferno. The animation looks like that. The animation in Judas looks like that. And the story is actually a pretty good story. It's, you know, it makes you think and you're like, wow, okay, that's a way to look at it. And that's the only independent book I've read, comic I've read. And I liked it, you know, so.
Okay.
Robotech album in Chile, my original country, had an impossible chrome, the number 21. Your video quality looks awesome.
Oh, Alejandro, yeah. He'll be watching via live stream.
Okay.
Or the new Origin figures excite me, and Mondo will be there to show previews of the new Mondo, of the new 0216 scale.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'd love to get that PowerCon exclusive Mondo Hordak, but that's probably not likely at all.
You don't know, somebody might be there and buy an extra one and sell you the extra.
Maybe. For how much? $800?
I love Dante Inferno anime. Yeah, I saw that. That was I like the way they did it. The way they told the story, and you could tell that it was different animators, because every time he went to a different
Each
level,
chapter
it seemed like it was a different drawer. What do you call it? Artist, not drawer, or artist. The style of drawing was different. But I thought it was a good story. I thought it was a good anime. And that book, Judas, reminds you of it. And it's almost like it the way, because he was in hell and he went through different levels and saw different things. And if you saw that movie and then read that book, you could see the tie-in. Love the movie One. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Speaking of mental health. Yeah.
It's not that kind of facility, but yeah.
They were in a prison.
That's the state hospital.
Okay, that was a state hospital.
That's the state hospital.
Well, they did away with state hospitals. They don't have...
That's what you call a PRTF, psychiatric residential treatment facility, PRTF.
I never read One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I never read that. But that's that big state hospital that they did away with. And
you have no rights there. Make no mistake. Don't ever end up in one.
Yeah.
Your rights are gone. It's whatever the doctor says they are. That's how, that was the point of the film. They were demonstrating, hey, this is the kind of crap that goes on there. If the doctor writes something in there crazy, it doesn't matter. You're not leaving.
Yeah.
And they can do all kinds of weird stuff to you, like you saw the shock treatment and things. I could tell you some stories about PRTF people that I used to have to take care of in my JJA facility when I was working with juvenile justice, because my YRC2 would take kids from the juvenile corrections and from PRTFs, and the PRTF stories were wild. Those kids had no rights. It was scary.
Yeah. Yes, we have seen Shutter Island. I like that movie. And not till the end I figured out that dude was the mental patient. What his name is? Look, not Lorenzo. What his name?
Lorenzo. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. I can't think of his name.
Axel Foley's impressed with how complacent our cat is.
Yeah, like now.
He likes to get picked up, but you saw when I turned him, he don't want to sit. So if you try to make him sit on your lap, he's gone. But if you pick him up and hold him like a baby, he loves it. And then the other cat will sit on you, but if you try to pick her up, she has a panic attack.
For some, it's like Dumb and Dumber, where Jim Carrey and to pretend to be disabled. Yeah. You are 100% right about Dante's Inferno. It's great, and there was a video game of Dante's Inferno, which was criminally underrated. Okay.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio. That's
who it was. Courtesy of Nerl's World. Couldn't remember his name.
Yeah.
Mr. I can swear off the top of my head till Tuesday. He's one of those kind of actors like him and
De Niro.
Robert De Niro does
Samuel Jackson does it a lot.
Where they could just where somewhere in the script it says just make up a bunch of swear words and they can fly with it.
And I've heard that De Niro and Samuel Jackson, for some roles, they were asked to play certain roles because they curse like that. Yeah. It's like, man, you don't do that for.
And I've only ever in my life met one person who talked like that, and it was when I was working for Family Dollar a million years ago. I was a manager at Family
Monsters.
Never heard of that one. I don't think I've heard of that one.
Write it down. See, we're not prepared.
Yeah,
we don't have our notebook.
I was a manager of Family Dollar, and the salesman for Coke used to talk like that. Every other word was a cuss. And he actually got in trouble for it because I didn't say anything because, I'm like, whatever, I only have to deal with him for like 10 minutes a week. But some of the other managers in other stores on his route complained, and Coke told him to shut up. And seriously, because he came in, not a peep out of him, 1- and 2-word answers. Because he was really trying to button his lip. He didn't want to blow his job, I guess.
Yeah.
So but in real life, I've hardly ever seen. I think that's the only example I can think of seeing somebody who really cusses like that. Hollywood just thinks we all talk that way. Because Hollywood, because they're out of touch with reality.
Out of touch.
And out of time. And they're out of their heads when I'm not around. That's right. Where's that from? Come on, you all know it.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you? What's the matter? Do we need to do another trivia contest? Maybe we can sit here and recite a line from song lyrics and see if anybody recognizes it.
Recognize
that would be an interesting one for those of you who remember when we did our trivia a few weeks ago.
Any word on Mondo doing any more Universal Monster? I love my creation from the back of the balloon, but I'm waiting and I'm hoping.
I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, and I'm subscribed to their website to get the newsletter, so I can hope to be first to know like it matters. But but I haven't heard anything, and I hope they continue the line because I don't see why not.
Everyone else is doing it. Everyone else. You saw that out of sight says Jim Carrey underrated in number 23.
Yeah, the number 23.
But because Universal Monsters, all of Amigos doing it, they do it in 14-inch now, 8-inch and 14-inch, and I haven't shown it yet because I don't have good images. Hasbro doing a Universal Monsters Transformers crossover, Transformers that turn into Universal Monsters.
I don't understand.
Kind of like what they did with the Star Wars back in the 90s. Do you remember those? The Star Wars vehicles, and they turned into a robot that kind of looked like a Star Wars character, almost. Yeah,
but I like that, and I hope they do like all because everybody that do it, they'll leave off like one character. Like some people might not have the Mummy.
Yeah.
Or they might not have the Invisible Man.
A lot of people overlook the Invisible Man.
Yeah. So it'll be cool if they get like the Mummy, the Invisible Man, and Methuselah.
They need to do
that one? The brain.
The mutoid from This Island Earth.
Yeah. With the brain.
That's the one that needs to be done. And hardly anybody does that one. I guess because it's so much detail.
Not Sideshow. The one I have, Diamond Select.
Diamond Select, 8-inch Lego style. But Mondo, when they do their action figures, even though they're doing more and more action figures now, for a specific line, they usually leave a pretty healthy gap.
They do.
Between releases, they give you at least 3 or 4 months. It's not like...
But it's been like a year.
It's, I don't know when they did those, but they got the license.
Yeah, they obviously
They do have the license. I mean, everybody does Universal Monsters, so it's like, come on, guys, you can crank out another one. But look how long it was between even Batman the Animated Series. It's been like 3 years they've been making them, and they've made 2 Batmans, 2 Catwomans, a Mr. Freeze, and now they've got a Joker on pre-order.
Yeah. Kaiju still needs to see what's Relevant. I seen that movie.
Relevant with Leo.
Yeah, that was good. LPH, cool that you picked some Dukes of Hazzard Amigos on the card. Yeah, from that shop. You saw that video? Good.
Yeah, Second Chance
I
Toys.
Wanted those chips, by the way. Do you recall how much? No, I don't recall how much the chips were. I saw it. I looked, I just paying the camera on it. I didn't look at it because I knew I wasn't interested in it, honestly. But I didn't see how much they were.
Yeah.
And the guy doesn't sell like on eBay or anything.
Yeah, he's not. He said he resorts to eBay when he's got no other choice. And of course, that was last week, and we did a tour of Second Chance Toys, and we talked to the owner, or one of the owners, because it's a father and son operation. And his prices weren't bad. If you compared it to eBay, eBay probably just be a pinch over, and especially if you're counting like shipping and taxes. But also, he was able to negotiate.
We bought a few things
because she got 2 carded Amigos, and I got a carded 80 or 90s, early 90s, like 1991 GI Joe figure. And he was like, "Okay, how about if we do this?" Which is cool. I really value your opinion. Want to know what you think of 3 of my top movies from the horror genre: The Exorcist, The Omen, and John Carpenter's The Thing.
The Thing was good.
I really like the John
I've seen all 3 of those movies.
That's one of my favorite 80s films.
Yeah.
The original Exorcist. The other ones are, they're okay.
Yeah.
But if you never saw them again, I wouldn't care. But the original Exorcist had a really creepy vibe, and the director was nuts. There's a few scenes. I don't know if you ever saw a documentary on it, like when the mother gets thrown into the bookshelf. She was actually injured because they were supposed to slow-mo that or speed it up. And the director was like, he goes to the stagehands because basically she was on a cable and there was a row of guys behind the dresser. And he says, "Run with that sucker. Pull it as hard as you can." And she ended up in the hospital. and then the scene where the priest is sitting by the phone and the phone rings and he's like, he just jumps. The director, while filming that, walked up behind him with a shotgun loaded with blanks and pulled the trigger. That's why he jumped like that. But all of that translated really well on film.
Yeah.
The director was a prick, but he produced a good film. The Omen, I don't remember the original Omen that well, to be honest.
Saw it, but I don't remember it that well.
I've seen it a couple of times, and it's been like, what, 4 or 5 sequels, something crazy.
And the original Thing was good.
It was okay.
Was that, like the 50s?
Like, for the 50s. For a 50s film, it was okay.
The 70s, 80s version was the best.
The 80s version was the best one. The remake was crap.
It was horrible. Because, and the thing with the remake that made it stupid, it could have been okay if they picked up where the 70s, 81 left off. Like, you remember the thing that, when did it come out? The 70s or the 80s?
It was the 80s.
It was the
early 80s.
The two guys were sitting there and they died. Okay, if the remake came, well, not the remake, but the one that came out in like
if 2000, they made it a sequel and just say even like an expedition is coming by and saw the two guys sitting there frozen to death in front of
that could have worked,
facing each other, you'd be like, what the hell happened here?
Yeah,
kind of like how they started that one where they went back to the Swedish outpost. And it was torn to bits, and people were dead, and they were like, "What happened?"
Yeah,
Brandon
was the MASH figure hide.
The MASH carded figures. No, I did not look at the prices on those. Actually, I used to have the whole set, and I was looking at it, thinking to myself, because I'd like to get those again. I'd like to get that series again. It ties in with G.I. Joe. Same size figures.
Chaotic Doom. Are you getting the NECA 90s Turtles? No. I got the NECA, the cartoon version, if that's the one you're talking about. And that's it. I'm not getting any more NECA Turtles. I'm on the Super 7 Turtles now.
Yeah, because between all the trouble finding it at Target and then this series is at Walmart, and, it got to be a little annoying. Let me see. Whoa, widescreen. That's Stem Sensei.
Yeah, we got a new camera.
It's a new camera. We're
testing. We're not going to be on that long.
Yeah, not too long. Not like our usual live stream where we end up sitting here 3 hours.
Did you hear about? Oh, I did hear about the things, David, and some strange things happened on the set as well.
On The Exorcist, it was weird.
Have you ever seen Waterworld?
I've seen Waterworld. It's a post-apocalyptic film.
I've heard that it is, but I've never seen it.
It's okay. I've seen it. It was an interesting premise.
Yeah.
It's different. And it's a crappy Kenner action figure.
And back to The Exorcist, because he was talking about months. When was I think in the 2000s, they made like a prequel. They were trying to explain what happened.
How they got to that point.
Yeah, but it didn't tie in well. So I didn't care. It was okay, but I don't think it tied in well. So, have you seen the 2 new versions of War of the Worlds?
I saw the one with Tom
Cruise.
Tom Cruise, that's right.
Okay, we saw that, and we saw 2 TV shows that are recent, like within the last year or 2.
Yeah.
One of them
started out all right.
Is a 2-part mini-series.
Yeah.
And the other one is a weekly series, and I think it's called War of the Worlds too. But it's I don't know what language it's in, but they dub it into English, and that one is actually pretty good. And we were watching it on one of the streaming services, and they let you watch 3 episodes, get you nice and hooked in. And then they say, okay, that's enough of that. You got to pay to watch the rest.
And JG, here you are on Friday. Yep. And again, we're testing new equipment. How's the camera look, JG?
Yeah. Lander says that he's seeing some reviews on Marvel Legends Sentinel, and it looks awesome. I did fun Galactus, and that will be my Magnus Opus.
Magnus Opus. Of my collection. His grand. Yeah.
Oh, that's your, okay.
Yeah, his grand piece. One issue, though, with the Sentinel, a lot of people have been complaining the knees are extremely loose, like he won't even stand. They're making jokes about needing leg braces You know, custom leg braces for your Sentinel because their knees are like this. They just. I've seen some video of somebody having it in a seated position and lifts the legs up and lets go, and they just fall back down, which is unfortunate. You know, the quality control issue. I don't know if everybody ended up like that, but they've had some quality control issues with it. Hopefully, there's a way to fix that. Simple way to fix that.
Punisher says he saw Black Christmas. We saw that with Newcastle under dark.
After dark. Okay.
And Raw Deal says, I like the Thing prequel because it showed how the Swedish outpost got messed up, and how there was chasing the dog in the beginning. Okay. Mary Lou, hi. JG Crystal Clear. Yep, we got a new camera. We just wanted to test out the quality and the sound. That's the test that we're doing. Test.
Yeah, Umi Kamoon wants to know what that movie was about the team of soccer players getting in a plane crash and they have to survive in the cold. I don't remember the name of the film. That was based on a true story.
Then they had to eat each other.
They resorted to cannibalism, which I don't understand because, you know, how long were they up there? I don't know if anyone realizes this, but the average person can last damn near a couple of months without eating. And sometimes longer.
I don't know about that.
It ain't easy, but it can be done. So I don't know. I don't know. I can't judge them. I wasn't there.
Robert, we are on because we got a new camera.
Yes.
And we wanted to test the camera and test the sound quality.
And
that's why we're
it's
here.
Going.
Did you say 24-hour live stream? No, we did not say 24-hour live stream.
No.
Thank you.
That's your
camera looks great. Thank you. Yeah, it's very wide screen, so now you can see the whole room. So
and it's supposed to be adjustable, but like it has this
a remote with no batteries.
Yeah, see, cheapskates. They save themselves like.
But then they give us this big old thick book.
I bet you it's printed in like 5 languages.
It is.
That's why they do that.
Yeah, but they could have put some.
Oh, Mary Lou says she thinks it's called Alive. The name of that movie with the soccer team.
Oh yeah, I think so.
That might be right. That might be Crumb.
LPH David stepped on my sandcastle.
That's right. I stomped on your sandcastle, buddy.
You look very cute.
The Toys R Us video that I did. Remember the Toys R Us video? Because I say, hey guys, I hate to stomp on your sandcastles, but and now Robert is oh no, yeah, Robert's just a fan.
Yeah.
David stepped on the sandcastle. That's why I stomped on this sucker.
I don't know because, like I said, I never went to Toys R Us.
Yeah,
so I don't have the memories that maybe a lot of you have of Toys R Us. The first time I walked into Toys R Us was in 2017 with David, and that was my first time going into a toy store. Period.
Yeah.
So I don't have those memories. So I don't have a lot of expectations for a reboot of Toys R Us. But maybe it'll be okay. Maybe they're just testing something, and if it takes off, they'll move to bigger locations. But then, you know, what are they going to put in?
Especially if they're doing
in a
it
Toys
around
R Us.
Christmas, they're going to be targeting the Christmas crowd. Don't expect to go in there and find rows and rows of action figures like back in 1984. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, Mary Lou, right now, because I did a video this week talking about Toys R Us apparent comeback, and are people going to get what they're expecting? Because people are just flipping out over it, especially in YouTube videos. They're like, "Oh my god, this is fantastic!" And I'm like, "Yeah, are you sure they're not just going to hang a Toys R Us banner over their already existing toy department come Christmas time?" Or slow down, just take a breath and wait and see what happens.
Axel Foley says, I had several Force Awakens action figures which had factory mistakes on them, like missing feature markings or different colored vests. Do these count as variants, and do they appreciate in value?
Yeah, it does count as a variant. Sometimes it can appreciate in value. It depends on how many mistakes there are and whether or not anybody wants to collect the line that deeply that they're worried about whether or not there's a variant.
Thor, no, we're not starting up a new thing on Friday. We just had to have a new camera.
Yeah, well, glad you caught it.
Yeah, and we wanted to come on to check the camera, the quality, the sound, and everything. Lander says he know that we're going to be shutting down soon, but the sound looks good. One last thing, LPH David, you two are the greatest duo since Batman around, and I am a Marvel fan more so. Thank you.
No, how about Moon Knight and the other one? I can't remember who the other one's name is. Moon Knight and who? Not Moon Knight. Not Moon Knight. I'm thinking of the wrong one.
Oh no.
Cloak and Dagger.
Oh, okay.
Cloak and Dagger. There we go. Now I know what I'm talking about.
Robert asks if I like the Mondo Batman. Yeah, I like it. Now again,
she hasn't messed with it.
I don't mess around with that kind of stuff.
A fan of the
animated series,
Batman series, big time.
Yeah, I love the cartoon. I was watching the cartoon back in the 90s, and I went back to it after, I had an app and it would show it, and it would always stop in the same point. So I bought the DVDs.
She's got the series.
Back to watch
it's on the list.
Yeah, it's in the queue. So one of the best animated TV series out there.
Yeah, and Nick H says the camera looks great. See, here's the old one.
That's the old one. That's going to Goodwill.
No,
let somebody else have it.
Put it aside for emergencies.
Okay. But I think it's a great series. Well, the great dialogue. It's dark. It's adult. It's the animation looks good. You can follow it along. It doesn't always tie in. I wish it did more tying in every episode, but it's good enough for me, and I like it. Maybe Hot Toys for me. Yeah. Hey guys, camera looks good. Mondo Batman feels like a necklace to me. Still a lot of it. I like the details. I actually bought it. One, because I like it, and then I have the car, but then I got a 1/12 scale Mafex Batman.
Robert's talking about that too. He remembers that. See
what?
That
I told you I hope you see.
Can't wait till you review the Mafex. See?
Yeah, I got that. It hasn't come in yet because Sideshow keeps backing it up.
You know what it is? It's not Sideshow backing it up. It's Mafex.
Well,
but Mafex and Mezco are in competition to see how many of their pre-orders they can delay and back up.
Why?
I'm just being sarcastic.
Oh,
but both of them are more than a year behind on
because stuff. I ordered that Batman Mafex a while ago. So I don't know.
Oh, and Nick H, did you hear about the upcoming HasLab Rancor? I have heard something about that, and I'm waiting to see it.
What's a Rancor?
Rancor monster. It had a cameo in Return of the Jedi. It's this big monster that Luke killed. Wow, a whole year. Yeah, I know. Because you ask anybody who's into Mezco that ordered the Mezco Conan, the Death Dealer, the Batman 1989 figure, they should be in hand. They should have been in hand probably months ago. And so you're already waiting 8 months, a year for a pre-order, and then they delay it, and they don't even tell you they're delaying it. It's just like, where's the figure? Where's the figure? Where's the figure? At least when who is it? Big Chief Studios delays you, they send you an email.
Super 7 sends you an update on what's going on, but Sideshow, they send you an email, hey, your order's still delayed.
Big Chief delays everything, and they fall months behind too.
Yeah.
But at least they send you a message. David, you're still 50-50 on the Mezco Fantastic Four. Yeah, because I did go ahead and pre-order a Galactus, and I think that Mezco Fantastic Four, it's slightly larger than the Legends ones, but they look great, and I think they would go great with that Galactus. But I don't know. I mean, you're talking about like $420 plus tax and shipping.
Oh wow! How many figures you get?
You get 4. It's
that's
set.
Like $100 piece.
Then their sets, they tend to devalue also, like their Ghostbusters set. Although they're
because people want certain ones or something.
Yeah. Well, no, it's $300 for the set. That was the opening retail, but you can get it for less than that now.
Yeah.
And although the Ghostbusters set, unfortunately, and this is true of Mezco, unfortunately, that some of their most highly anticipated figures and sets are the most disappointing. I was not happy with that Ghostbusters set. You saw my review of it. They were badly articulated. Their costumes and equipment weren't very well thought out. The backpacks don't fit. They can't move in the suits. They're too thick. They only have single jointed elbows. So, you know, one of the classic things is you want it to be able to reach and grab the proton pack. He can't reach the proton pack if he can only get about this far with his arm. It was just not well planned out. Another highly anticipated one that was delayed quite a bit was their Gladiator Hulk. Gladiator Hulk's not a great figure. The Hasbro Legends Build-A-Figure Gladiator Hulk is a better figure. And for the price point, it's like, wow. I mean, they couldn't even get the colors right. The torso, the arms, and the head are 3 different shades of green. Stuff that's long anticipated. The John Wick. A lot of people were pissed when John Wick finally came out, and it was delayed. I want to say 4 months past when it was supposed to be released. The suit doesn't fit well. It's got big, chunky shoulder pads. The tie looks like it's glued on. The likeness is off, you know. But then stuff you don't expect much from, like the Popeye, one of their best figures, Nosferatu, really a great figure. They can do it. They don't always do it though. And I'm, you know, everything looks good in the promo photos, but I'm like, what if, you know, I invest $420 in this thing and then it comes out and it's a box of crap, or it goes down in value afterwards. Not all Mezcos go up. A lot of them actually go down aftermarket. There's Stone Sour.
Hey, Stone Sour. And did we see the new Matrix trailer? No, we did not. Hey, Bill, how are you?
Hey, Bill. Hello, everybody. Bill Miller. And Stone Sour wants to know if I saw the reviews for the HasLab Sentinel. I did not get one, but I have seen a lot of people having trouble with it. A lot of people having, I guess there was a quality control issue with the knees. And I don't know if everybody has that issue, but a lot of people are complaining about really, really loose knees on that figure. Oh, the Boss Studios Popeye? I did see those. Yeah, we looked at those like a month or two ago.
I remember.
Yeah, the Boss Studios also doing Popeye.
Kaiju ordered the, I don't know those words, from Figure Arts that comes out next month. Where's the banner tab in live chat that lets us make a voluntary? I don't know.
It's on there. It should be.
Shouldn't it? Isn't it at the bottom?
At the bottom, right? It says, show your support for Open by Chance. Yeah, there's a thing on there.
Again.
I don't know where it is from your perspective, but I know YouTube did turn that on.
Yeah.
Oh, Kaiser said he ordered the Tien and Chaozu from Figure Arts that comes out next month. Hopefully it comes out on time.
Eating in one hand, typing in the other, Bill.
That's how most people.
I'm not feeling those Mezcos. I do like that. What's FF?
Fantastic Four.
Oh, I only have Spock and Frankie.
Frankenstein.
Oh.
Then they stopped. They only did Frankenstein, right? You have the green or the silver screen, or the silver screen edition. I've got the green one.
Kaiju says the money symbol. Yeah, it looks like
the dollar sign little box is what Kaiju was saying. Because we do have that activated. But yeah, I mean, Mezco's a toss-up. They produce in one hand, they'll produce a figure that's outstanding. You know, you get it and you're just like, wow, like that Nosferatu was a really well done figure. The Popeye, and especially the Stormy Seas Popeye and Bluto set, although Bluto can hardly move. But they're impressive. They were well done. You got the black and white version? Okay. Yeah, I've only got the green one. But and that they'll do other figures, and you look at it and you're like, what? What is this? What happened? You guys lose interest halfway through the production? Or so it's really a toss-up, and you can't trust any of the reviews. You got to be real careful about reviews.
I wanted the wall, but $3,600. Wow. No thanks. $3,600. That's a lot.
Yeah. Or is that
3
to 600?
Oh, is it?
I don't know either. But yeah, you don't know what you're going to get until you have it in hand, and you can't trust any of the reviews, even from a lot of the YouTube channels, because especially some of these bigger channels
that are bought and paid for.
Yeah, they get the stuff for free, and then they'll blow a nut trying to act like it's so great. They'll come busting out all over something that's a piece of junk. It says NECA stepped up on Universal Monsters. Yeah, the NECA's cranking them out. Mego is cranking them out. They held fast to that licensing, and you get the interest too.
They had a wall diorama for Frankenstein, but it was like $600.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. A wall diorama. I think I know what you're talking about. They do that occasionally. Make a backdrop or something like that.
Yeah. I've seen some videos where people make the dioramas. They look really good. Some people do a good job in it.
We talked to a few people at some shows.
Some shows that do it, dioramas. Or they sell pieces so you can put together your own set.
Build your own, and that's getting more and more popular.
Yeah,
is buying sets and things like that for people to do action figure photography. By the way, if you're doing action figure photography, you're playing with your toys.
How?
You're playing.
You just setting it down and taking a picture.
Playing with your toys. It's okay.
Action figure.
I'm just teasing. I
don't think you should touch it.
It's something I would experiment with if I had the time. I've got the figures, but I've got some modern figures anyways. Like I've got the Mezcos. I'll open the Mezcos and set them up, and 6-scale figures. Do you like statues? Yeah, I do. But we don't have the space, and she's got a bunch of statues.
Yeah, I have some.
She has some, and I've only got the Serpentor, and she gave that to me. She actually gave me that Serpentor, but I do like the statues. If I have more space or more time or more money, because it may look like it, but we're not like rolling in cash. It's a lot of hustle.
People think we are. I wish we were.
We've had people ask us that. Are you millionaires?
I wish. Maybe one day.
A lot of hustling and a lot of hunting and a lot of trading and other things.
Yeah. Donald Layton. Speaking of NECA, I just got the first wave of the Puppet Master figures. They look awesome. I've seen those. They they look good. The pictures I saw, and there is nothing wrong with playing with your toys. I don't know.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Landros,
and if it brings you joy, hey, that's your stuff and you bought it.
Yeah. Landros says, I love the old vintage cartoons, and people don't believe me. One of the best was Top Cat. I know you've heard of it, right?
Yeah.
Can you please explain about Top Cat? It's like, that was a 60s cartoon that stayed in syndication. Not so much on Saturday mornings, but like in the early morning time slot weekdays on like UHF stations, all the way through up until the 80s, I think. And it was a 60s cartoon. I want to say 67. I could be wrong. And Top Cat was like an alley cat, but he wore a vest and a hat because he was a Hanna-Barbera character.
Yeah.
And he had his little gang of cats, and they would get into mischief. And there was an officer who worked that beat back when police used to walk around a neighborhood, and that was their beat. And they used to mess with the officer, kind of like Yogi Bear and the Ranger Smith.
We watching Rocky and Bullwinkle right now.
Rocky and Bullwinkle is freaking hilarious and absolutely adult oriented. We watched the Fraction Fairy Tales Red Riding Hood. She tried to commit suicide with a pistol. She's got a gun to her head, and it's like, this wasn't for kids.
Yeah.
Punisher X says he loves doing toy photography.
I've seen some people do it, and it looks real good.
Yeah.
With the lighting. One guy, he uses smoke. I don't know if it's actual smoke.
It's a vape pipe.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and he used the different color lightings. It looked really good. Some people really get into it. I like looking at it.
Yeah. And like I said, if it was something I had more time
and for. And a good camera.
You'd have to have a really decent camera.
You can't have that cell phone.
I would try. Well, I don't know. You can pull it off.
Yeah, but not without cheap cricket cell phone. We get the free phone when the phone runs out, and they say, "Oh, come in for your new phone." We get the free one or the one that's under $50.
This is my cell phone. I've been using it since 1992.
Oh, Ridley Cinema. How have you been doing? Yeah, you had the back injury. I'm still recovering from my back injury. As long as I keep pushing myself, to walk, I'll get back to walking around town in no time. I'm slowly getting better, and that's fine. Good. You're slowly getting better.
Take your time, take your time, but don't stop.
Don't stop.
Don't let
bit by bit.
Don't let pain and discomfort sidetrack you.
Yeah.
Just keep pushing through.
And don't become dependent on that medication, those pain pills. Walk slowly. Get yourself a little system. Say, okay, today I'm gonna walk to this point. Next week I'm gonna walk to that point. Build, and you'll get better. I'm glad to see you back. I'm all for tonight. Have a great night, and congrats on the new camera. Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you very much.
LPH, you guys. Oh, Richard Personally, thanks for the Top Cat explanation. I miss Mighty Mouse and Georgia the Jungle. We just finished watching Georgia the Jungle
with Tom Slick and Super Chicken. Those were
Super Chicken.
Well, split your guts.
Was the best.
Super Chicken to crack you up. They were hilarious. That was again not really a show for kids, but they are funny and it still holds up.
Yeah,
it still holds up. Not the Brendan Fraser film adaptation, live action film, but the original Georgia the Jungle, which I believe was also a '60s cartoon.
I think so.
Yeah.
Let's see. Deflexon. Oh, Deflexon. Are you guys into 1/6 scale figures? Yeah, we are. We don't have a lot.
We don't have a lot. No, we don't have like Deltoffs with 500 of them, but we've got a handful.
And we do like it.
She's got the 3-0 Ninja Turtles. A few
and a Hot Toy Predator. And that's it. I wish I had more, but I could have bought a $40 Star Wars Awakens adaptation #1 color Joe or something variant comic in store. I hesitated and decided not to. It's worth $400.
It happens, though. We've all done that. We've all done that. Robert wants to know how much the new camera was. I don't think that's going to come out because she actually bought it for me as an anniversary gift.
Yeah, but actually, one thing I learned buying this camera, got it off of Amazon, and what I do with Amazon, because it's not like eBay, you can't watch it and then it's always in your face. I always put everything that I'm watching in my cart. So I put it in the cart, and then it had a coupon, and it's gonna sit there until I decide to do something in some weeks or some months. And then I get home and the Alexa on the Echo got a message and it said, "Hey, you got this camera
because it's
you're
spying
looking
on you,
at.
By the way,
you can get a deal on it if you get it in the next 15 minutes." So then it was like with the deal and the coupon, it's like $40 off. So,
you mean like that, Robert?
I found some good clips of Beavis and Butthead.
And Deflexon says, "I see your Dragon Ball orange and blue bricks back there." Yeah. And the green one and the white one and the first season of the new one, which I haven't seen yet.
I did some movie hunting. Axel figured it out. Thank you, Axel.
Thank you so much, Axel.
I did some movie hunting, and I was hurting pretty good when I got back home. I'm at 1,100 Blu-rays now. I'm currently watching the Scooby-Doo WWE.
I like owning the media. Which one?
The Scooby-Doo and WWE crossover.
Oh yeah, they did. But is it even the voices of the wrestlers? Because back in the day, like Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling Saturday morning cartoon on CBS, none of their voices were authentic.
Is this your guys' living room? No, this is
a office / gaming room. If you notice, it's all like gaming equipment in here. You know, you see the Nintendo ES and the Sega original Sega Genesis and the Atari 2600, and PS2, and some other bits and pieces and odds and ends, and Xbox 360 in there. The GameCube behind there, the Nintendo 64, and then games all through here. I don't have a crap ton of games, as you can see.
We did a video on the games and DVDs.
Yeah, a few weeks back.
Robert feels really connected to you.
Really?
Yeah.
We both have a QMX Kirk. I was pissed at QMX for losing that license.
Oh, yeah?
Because I wanted those other two figures. They canceled them.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, you got GT. I don't know what GT means.
Dragon Ball GT.
Oh, okay.
My favorite is the Blue series, by the way. I think Goku as the actual child is the most fun. It's funny. And, you know, the more you move forward with the series, the more out of context the powers got. It kind of almost didn't make sense.
Let me see. The brand of camera we have is called NEXIGO. Nexigo, I guess.
Well, you can show the box.
Oh, yeah. How about that?
Yeah. Because the box is still sitting right there. So
this is the box.
That's the one we just got.
Yeah.
And
And as you can see in here, it's pretty good. It's way better than that other.
This is the one we were using from, who was it? Logitech.
Yeah, Logitech.
The Logitech standard, like, cheapo camera. So, but we wanted to improve the quality so that we could interact better.
Yeah, and just put out better quality videos, so we won't look all ghetto and cheap. Like, we want to put out quality videos.
We're trying.
Like, oh man, they got nice videos and camera and lighting and blah blah blah. Whatever.
Landros wants to know if I've heard of Secret Squirrel. Yeah, I remember Secret Squirrel.
Yeah, I've seen some of that.
And would love a great articulated Pink Panther. That's a forgotten property too. I don't think.
Did they even make figures of that?
I know there was a Bendy. I don't know if there were other legitimate. Although Bendy is technically an action figure, I don't know if there were others.
You know what's surprisingly funny? Gumby.
Gumby is freaking hilarious. The 50s, 60s, 70s Gumby. 80s is okay too.
Yo.
Man, those early Gumbies are hilarious.
Gumby is on Tubi. And, I remember watching Gumby as a kid, and it felt like it was on for the whole 30 minutes, but they probably put a bunch together.
It's just short clips.
But, we started watching Gumby, and I'm like, oh, my God. Gumby is actually pretty funny. Distorted Reality, I'm watching the Hardy Boys series by Filmation. David, do you know if Scooby-Doo came first? Because both shows are very similar.
This Hardy Boys?
He said animated. Oh, no, he just animated. He said Filmation. Never mind.
Yeah, this is the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew, which is, it's so painful to watch. It's funny because these two cannot act at all. They wanted to hire a couple of musicians, and that's what they got. This is the only person. She can act, but you hardly notice her. But it's funny. It's like sometimes something's so bad it's good.
Yeah. Growing up, I used to read. In school, we had to read all the time, and we used to read Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew Mysteries. Ridley, my latest figure pickup was Diamond Select Jack Sparrow. It looks good enough. Yeah. It looks good like Johnny Depp without using his likeness because Disney. Yeah, me too. Disney. I was mad. I wanted Admiral Kirk and Khan.
Well, I've got the QMX, the original 60s version of Khan.
Yeah.
The Ricardo Montalban original, like 1968 Khan. But yeah, I know a Wrath of Khan would have been interesting.
Yeah. Robert thinks I made a good choice. I'm glad because when it comes to electronics and Amazon,
you're flipping a coin.
Yeah, and I sent everything back. And Amazon got to the point where they sent me an email asking me what my problem was. Because I will get it out, I'm gonna plug it up. If it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, and I have to keep resetting this, unplugging that, and I'm sending it back. So they sent me an email one time. Why you keep sending all this stuff back?
They wanted to question her.
I'm like, I'm sending it back because it doesn't do what you said it's going to do. I plug it up. It doesn't connect to the Wi-Fi, the TV, the whatever it's supposed to connect to. It's not doing what it's supposed to, so I don't want it. Yeah. Now I want my money. And then, but I took a chance on this camera. And I'm
so far, so good.
Because I tried to get another camera during Christmas for him. That damn camera was a nightmare.
I explained that earlier, guys. It was, it was just a round, it was a cylinder, and it was much bigger than this. It was like 3 times the size of this. And it wouldn't connect to anything. You couldn't hardline it. You couldn't like plug it in here and plug it into your computer or whatever. It wanted to transmit to your cell phone. Right, you see, you put your cell phone on the camera. It came with a clip. You attach your cell phone to it and watch your cell phone screen. And then the cell phone, in turn, was supposed to Bluetooth transmit it to your computer. And it's like, what kind of crap is that? And of course, it loses the connection like every 10 seconds.
Yeah, because it wasn't Bluetooth; it was Wi-Fi.
Whatever it was supposed to do, it didn't work.
The Wi-Fi kept dropping and all that stuff.
Yeah, and then the sound, whatever video clips you could get, either there was no sound or the sound was out of sync and you couldn't match it up. It was ridiculous. And that was expensive.
Yeah. Flex tone, that.
Oh, and it had like 1,000 like ball busting fantastic reviews, by the way, that I'm sure they paid for or arranged for themselves.
Flex tone likes the Naruto. I like the first series when things were a bit more grounded. The power scale got too crazy.
Yeah, I was never really into Naruto, but I totally get what you're talking about, because Dragon Ball, it just kept escalating, and then you're like, okay, just how powerful are you, or not powerful, or you're adding power, taking power away, and I think that the guys, was just kind of confused, to be honest. Because you remember the whole series is written by one person, and he would forget things. Like I forget her name. Somebody remembers the girl who every time she sneezed, she would have a split personality issue. She had split personality disorder. It would manifest if she sneezed, and they sent her home in an episode, and you never saw her again. And somebody asked, like, 4 or 5 years later in an interview, what happened to so-and-so? And he goes, who? Who's that? And then they explained it to him, and he goes, oh my God, I forgot about her. Seriously. So he didn't even recognize the character. And I think a lot of that is because he would just forget, and he was under pressure to keep cranking out, because he would write the manga, and then it would be directly translated to the film, to the anime show.
Kaiser says it's been confirmed that Alexa records everything. Yeah, that was confirmed some years ago.
It's scary.
Ridley says he wished the original He-Man was on Blu-ray, but it's not. A lot of the 80s cartoons haven't made it yet.
Yeah, well, we're watching it. We're currently watching it on the regular DVD, and the color quality is way up there. The color really pops, actually.
Yeah, and we don't have like an expensive TV. No, we got that cheap Walmart TV.
It does. It suits its purpose.
Yeah, you can see it. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, and I'm fine with I'm fine with just DVD.
Yeah, I mean,
because I don't have any Blu-rays.
I don't know the difference.
I had a Blu-ray player, and ended up not using it because they're supposed to be backwards compatible. But every time I put a normal DVD in there, that's a regular run-of-the-mill DVD, it would skip all over the damn place. And I was like, backwards compatible, my ass. You're trying to force me to buy all Blu-rays is what you're doing.
Robert says he was wondering about that too, because he wants G.I. Joe, the cartoon movie, was on Blu-ray. Ridley says that I had roughly 500 Blu-rays, but I only keep the keepers. The rest I sell or throw it in the bin. Movies like Ghost in the Shell and In Time stay on my shelf.
Okay.
Transformers gets all the love, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. What about G.I. Joe, the movie? Did it come out on Blu-ray? What's that?
Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, on DVD.
Well, Ghost in the Shell.
Innocence.
Anyway,
let's see.
People are going to think I'm a magician here.
Yeah, you have been... You seen the Back to the Future, the new Back to the Future figures, I believe, from Hot Toys.
Yeah, it'll be in tomorrow morning's weekly roundup. Actually, we'll be showing those.
The G.I. Joe animated film is on Blu-ray. LPH, I gotta say, you really make pretty good decisions. The camera, the He-Man card blisters with mini comic, cool ideas. Thank you. LPH and David, you guys must spend a year on an island. On an island. That movie figure book are you taking with you? Oh, if you spent a year on an island, what movie, action figure, or book are you taking with you?
Better be a long question.
The Bible,
so
we can read it over and over and over again.
Oh yeah, it would take that long if you. It would take that long.
Oh, what movie? Now everybody gonna laugh at me with my movie.
Okay,
you know what movie?
Come on, Jesus of Nazareth. That's not a movie. That is a mini series. It is a mini series, not a movie.
That's my all-time thing.
It's a mini series. If you're taking Jesus of Nazareth, I'm taking Jesus Christ Superstar.
And what action figure? I don't think I would take an action figure.
You take an action figure on an island for?
So you can get sand in the joints.
Play with it. So you get bored and crawl around on the beach like this.
Thanks for sending the Captain Crunch toys.
Oh yeah.
Now I've been on a nostalgia Captain Crunch kick.
Yeah, he's the one that I randomly sent the little figurines to.
Distorted Reality used to love to go to Radio Shack. I used to work in Radio Shack.
I remember Rat Shack. Remember when it was called Rat Shack?
I did.
I had the battery club card.
I worked in Radio Shack in the 90s and 1995. God. And I worked in a shopping center. It was in a shopping plaza. And that Radio Shack got robbed all the time because for a while it was only one person in the store. Mm-hmm. So you come in and then it'll be a group.
Everything's out back.
Yeah. A group of people would come in and they would always ask you for something that they knew would be in the storage room. So if you go to the storage room to get it, they're in there stealing.
And then they're
looking. Yeah, then they would look at it. Oh, okay. So after a while, I just kept telling them, no, we don't have it.
We got that.
We don't have it. And then they had a button under the counter. You're supposed to hit the button because on the other side of the plaza was a police station. It was in the plaza. And the police never came. They would never come. And I'm thinking, man, I hope,
what's the point?
Yeah, what's the point? What if you getting held up with a gun or somebody shooting or somebody get hurt? Did you order the Sentinel? No, David.
No, I did not order. I did not order the Sentinel. I would have liked one, but no, I couldn't do it at the time.
David, I saw the 1/6 Mel Gibson third-party Road Warrior.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. Sometimes you won't see any better quality when it comes to animated cartoons. So DVD is fine. Vintage Poet, such a cool room. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for chatting. I haven't seen your name before. Did you guys like Family Matters? I used to watch Family Matters.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know if I like it.
I don't think it holds up. I think it's one of those sappy sitcoms. I mean, sometimes you can have a sappy sitcom and it can be funny and hold up, like Gilligan's Island. I see someone made a reference to that there. Bill Miller did, but and it can still hold up. But some of these other shows that I watched when I was a kid that I go back and watch it now, like Family Matters, it's like, oh my God, this is not good. Or like Family Ties, can't watch it.
Yeah, I don't think I liked it when it was out. It came out during a time when you didn't have a lot of options, you know. So
at least
it was
not on
like
ABC. ABC had the worst.
Well, you had ABC, NBC, CBS. But out of what was on at the time, you didn't have a lot of options, so it was like the best.
The only really funny sitcom that ABC ever had was Soap, and that was in the 70s.
Robert says Tom Hanks sort of had a toy, the ball.
Wilson, that's right. You need a Gilligan figure.
Yeah.
You know what? How about the Play School Gilligan's Island playset? Play School had a playset. They made it twice. I think once in 77 and once in 1980, based on the Gilligan's Island Saturday morning cartoon show, not the movie, not the TV program.
So when are we gonna get Back to the Future 4 with Marty's daughter Mary McFly rebuilding the DeLorean to make history woke?
It won't happen. You're not getting those guys back in a film. I don't think they both too old and too sickly. Not trying to be funny, but have you seen them lately? I don't know if they could go through the rigmarole of a year's worth of film production anymore.
Lander says that we're hilarious. He loves our Stranded Island answers. Can't wait to see your reviews. Much love from Chicago.
Okay.
Ugh.
Yeah, we used to live in Illinois.
Chicago.
I
hate the whole state.
Cook County, give us your money. You may as well.
Yeah, just that whole. Well, I'm gonna say the whole state, the whole county was just a rip off. They were just like robbers.
They get you left and right. I forget which part of the county it was, but one of them there was 4 separate taxes on the receipt, wasn't it?
No, 4? That was in Cook County because we live right on the. We used to live
Kane and Cook.
Yeah, so we would go. It was like, I mean, when I say right on the border, I mean like 2 blocks away.
Yeah,
we were on the border, so we would go into Kane County to buy groceries and stuff. Because if you got something in Fulton County, in Cook County, you had like 4 different taxes. It's like ridiculous. My old hometown, Chi-Town, used to live in Belmont.
Yeah.
Me too. They were even in Australia. Hardy Boys, Nancy Drew, mystery books.
All through the Western world, they were popular. And Deflexon advice: should you date in the workplace? Do not.
No.
It's a disaster.
Making friends in the workplace is a disaster.
Yeah, you've got to be careful because any information, you making friends. There's nothing wrong with being friendly, but they can't be your friend because if something goes wrong, they'll turn on you. Any dirty secrets that they know, they'll bury you with.
Yeah.
And if you're in the workplace and you're dating somebody and something goes wrong, then you two are going to be like, if you break up, it's not like you can just walk away. That person's going to be there all the time.
Yeah.
And a lot of companies frown on it and will even try to get rid of you if they find out that you're dating somebody in the workplace.
Because it can cause
it causes
issues.
A lot of conflict on the job.
Can cause
I'd
issues.
be very careful with that. I've never seen a success story come out of
And how close do you work together? I mean, do you work in this department and then she works or they work in that department?
On different floors.
And your paths rarely ever cross except maybe during lunch or coming and going.
See, with us, it's different because
we already married.
We were already married before we were working together, and we get along really well.
Yeah, so, 24 hours a day.
Because some couples don't or can't be around each other all the time. We like it. So it's like, can we work together? Oh, yeah, great. I get to see her every day, all the time. We carpool together, everything. We're like bread and butter here. And we like it, but not everybody can do that.
Distorted Reality says a good show was Benson. I remember Benson.
And Benson was a spinoff of Soap. Because Benson was the butler on Soap and went on to the governor's mansion, and that's how they split that.
He was the lieutenant governor, right?
He became the lieutenant governor eventually, but he started off as the butler.
Robert, Cook County. I miss Chicago, but I despise the cold weather. Then I miss different now. I randomly came across a 70s sitcom called James at 15. You can tell it's a 70s sitcom. I'm not sure if I should give it a chance or not with all the other things I need to watch. What we do is we find a new show.
Yeah.
We watch 1 or 2 episodes, see if it catch our interest, and then we save it because you might be on a streaming device.
You know what's a good one?
Save it. What?
The Many Loves of Dobie Gillis.
No, it's not. No, it's Dobie Gillis. Not.
With Bob Denver.
No, that is not a good show. That is not a good show. Do not take that recommendation. That is a horrible show.
You be quiet. You never watched it.
I did, because you watched it, and I was forced.
Yeah.
Bill said he used to live in DuPage County. Mike C says hello.
Hello, Mike C. Welcome aboard.
Robert says back in the day, Chicago downtown State Street was beautiful at Christmas. Mm-hmm. They had beautiful window display, all decked out, Santa stuff, all gone now.
Yeah.
David, I love 60s music so much so that I named my 2 new kittens Crimson and Clover. You know about Tommy Jones and the Shondells, right? You know about them?
Yeah, Crimson and Clover, over and over.
Yeah, but Crimson, he said, do you know about Tommy James?
And the Stondells. What about them?
Do you know them? What if you work in the same building and occasionally work together? How occasionally is occasionally? Because see, that's a
also, there's an issue with remaining professional.
Yeah.
Like the people we work with, they can't tell if we're married or not.
We don't even talk at work.
We don't talk to each other hardly
at work, no.
Even though we're like right there, and we only speak about what we need to there.
Yeah, about
work. We leave the personal part out of it, so that they don't even know.
Yeah,
because in that, can you keep it that professional?
Yeah, we come together, come to work together, but we get there first. We rarely talk at work. We don't sit down and have conversations and glaring eyes.
We talk, but not like
not personally. We only talk about work.
Yeah.
I love soap, especially Chuck and Bob. The dummy talking Spanish. The guy asked the guy holding the dummy what he said. I don't know. Yeah. I don't speak Spanish.
Because he was crazy. He really thought that the dummy was real.
Robert wants to know what music do you like?
Well, we get a lot of preferences. We kind of like the same stuff. Classics.
Except for he don't like R&B.
That's not true.
You don't like 90s R&B?
No. But classic 70s, classic 80s, like rock and R&B and funk and disco and early rap, Yeah, early rap.
No, I read what Ridley said.
Oh, you're surprised by that, Ridley? He says, I'm watching Friends for the first time. I'm surprised there was major plot thread involving a lesbian couple at that time. R&B, okay.
Yeah. R&B is okay. I like R&B.
Yeah.
I like 80s and 90s and some 2000 R&B. The mess they got out now, I don't listen to. But like he said, 70s and 80s, rock, 90s. Pop, R&B.
Yeah.
I like hair metal bands from the 80s, the ballads mainly the ballads. Some of the other stuff. What else? Yeah, that's disco.
Yeah, funk music.
But it don't hurt to see, right?
He just really wants to.
You really want to go out with that girl.
I can't tell.
Or that person. Sorry.
I can't tell you what to do. I can just tell you based on
just be careful and try and keep
what I've seen.
Yeah, try and keep everything professional and very low key. If you like super affectionate, don't do that at work. That's not the place for that anyway. But you want to go out with her, You might have a good time. But if you don't have a good time, don't like mean mug her at work and not talk or don't just like, I ain't really like her. She was musty. And then don't talk to her no more. If things don't work out, can you be cordial? Can you still, give a little head nod or a wave or say, hey, that kind of thing. Just be professional and be adult. Don't get all high schoolish if things don't work out. I saw a skit where a guy said R&B music. Oh, R&B is music for 16-year-olds to listen to and they get pregnant. No, maybe that new garbage that's out there.
I don't know. I don't like a lot of the modern music.
No, we don't listen to modern music at all.
See, Mike C, Kool and the Gang and Bee Gees.
Yeah, agreed. You should listen to Ace, I don't know, on YouTube. That guy does very funny videos and redo animated cartoons with very adult content, but it's funny. Check it out. As long as it's not raunchy and nasty.
Yeah, because she'll shut it right off. Yeah. And Ridley says, Amigo made figures of anything. I'd be willing to bet David is one of 5 people on the planet that have Welcome Back Kotter toys.
Yeah.
Mattel made the Welcome Back Kotter toys.
He has
not
it.
Amigo.
Like
and
every piece of it.
I do have the whole set. I don't have the motorcycle.
No, but then you don't have the whole set.
Or the deluxe classroom. I have the regular classroom and the 5 basic figures. Not the deluxe classroom and not the motorcycle, which I don't know why they made a motorcycle unless it was based on the comic book instead of the show.
They had a comic book. LPH David, can David sing? Does he have Elvis potential, or does he sings? And that's all I'll say about
that. He said, Robert says, forget it.
Oh, it's pretty raunchy. Yeah. Oh, now I got to erase it.
She does. Yeah, we don't like a lot of foul language and stuff. So, yeah, she would switch that off.
I don't watch it because it'd be nasty. Yeah. You like Robot Chicken, though, right? No. I never seen Robot Chicken, but I know what it is, and I know it's raunchy.
Some of it.
It's going to be like South Park.
Yeah.
You know how South Park, some of it is
some
like
of it
tolerable,
you can take, and some of it you'd be like, what is this?
Yeah. It's up and down. And with South Park, if I could weed out the decent ones versus the nasty ones, I would watch the good ones.
Yeah.
Because it's so random and it's just thrown in there. And when it's good, it's good.
When it's good, it's good.
Like,
and when it's not, it's garbage.
The Macho Man one.
Macho Man one was funny.
Wow, that one was funny. Yeah, Macho Man one. It's another one you brought up the other day that was pretty funny. Oh, the You Got Served.
Yeah.
With, You Got Served one.
Kyle. And he was like, Dad, this is this weirdest thing. This kid came out and he just danced in front of me. And he was like, what? Someone danced in front of you and you just stood there like a fool? I can't even look at you right now. You got served. It's hilarious. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but
yeah. Joe's up that State Street, the Loop has become a mecca for the Panhandle. He's talking about in Chicago. Yeah, that's most major cities. It's being
There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that going on.
Yeah, by the homeless and the smell is just outrageous.
Yeah. And from experience of working with the homeless, both of us, if they're out there panhandling, it's probably a scam. They're probably not even homeless.
Yeah.
Just a heads up there. That's for some people, that's a career, and they actually make a lot of money at it. Watch the guys on the side of the road with the sign, hungry and homeless or whatever, and got evicted. Watch when they walk up to the cars, they're getting 10s and 20s. They're getting paid.
Ridley was saying, oh, have you seen the Nightmare on Elm Street TV show? Yes, that came out in the early 90s. I did used to watch that. It was like little shorts, like standalone episodes, similar to The Crypt Keeper.
Yeah.
And Tales from the Dark Side.
Who remembers the Friday the 13th TV show?
I don't remember that.
It was a Canadian show, and it was like a curio shop, and everything in the shop was cursed. And there was somebody who was selling the pieces on purpose, and he inherited it, and he was going through the books to try to track down the pieces that were sold so he could reacquire them back and get rid of them, because anyone who possessed one of those pieces was cursed. It was an interesting show.
Axel Foley thinks you had a faulty Blu-ray player because they're definitely backwards compatible.
Yeah, it's possible.
Robert was homeless for a month or two after he got out of the military. He got back on his feet. What's up, guys? It's me, Mr. Magnet. I open your channel by chance. Thanks. That's what we are. Open by chance.
By chance.
We're testing. We weren't even supposed to be on for 10 minutes.
Yeah, well.
But that's cool.
It blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Friday the 13th series.
Man.
That's right.
I totally forgot about that. It was awesome. Yeah, he's talking about Friday the 13th. Yes, huge scam. I totally forgot about Smackheads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we talked about that before. There's a grouping of homeless. You got people who are legitimately just displaced. Does happen, but it's not as many as you would think. A lot of the people that are homeless are drug addicts, alcoholics, or hiding out. They don't want to be found because they're in trouble, runaways, things like that. And then there's the group that want to be out there. They like it. They want to be homeless. And then you've got people who are mentally ill. That's actually a very small category. And you can tell these are the guys that won't even take money if you try to offer it. They'd rather stand there and pace back and forth or dance in the street or something. But most of the time when you see someone out there and they get a sign and they're asking for money, 99 out of 100 times that person is not homeless. It's a scam. And if they say they're a homeless vet, they're lying twice. Because there's almost no such thing. I know there's a big stigma in the United States about homeless vets. There are homeless vets, not as many as you would think. A lot of the people who say that, they say it for added sympathy. They'll just tell you that. Some of them even create a whole backstory. There used to be a guy on YouTube that would go out and catch them. I think the channel was called Stolen Valor or something. I can't remember. But he would catch them up because he would ask a couple of military questions. He was an expert. And he'd catch them up like immediately. They couldn't answer the questions.
Seeing homeless, I noticed half homeless were decent and the other half were into drugs. That's like all people.
Yeah, that's all people though.
Ridley says the Goosebumps show is a hit or miss. Looking back at it from an adult perspective, but there's some pretty good episodes.
The scariest thing about Goosebumps was the writer of Goosebumps introducing every show because that guy looked creepy. And that was his real look. He wasn't wearing makeup. Yeah.
David, Mark 5, Black Beauty or the original Batmobile. Which car is best? And do you have any in your collection of car figures?
Does. She's got the black. She's got Batmobiles.
Yeah.
You mean Mach 5 from Speed Racer? I would take that.
I have Batman Animated Series Batmobile, 89 Batmobile, and I have the little ones, the Tumbler. I don't care about that one.
Yeah, she's got die-cast ones and she's got Kenner ones.
Where did you get the G.I. Joe Cobra banner? From eBay.
Look up G.I. Joe banner.
Yeah, just look up Cobra, banners.
Yeah, and you'll find them. They get a bunch.
Paul Robotnik.
They're not that expensive either.
Paul Robotnik. Hi guys, I love the Second Chance, a collectible store video. Did look like they had a great mix of toys. Did you purchase anything?
Yeah, in the break in that video where we go from the store to talking with the owner and we show a picture, that's the stuff we bought, which was a couple of Mego Dukes of Hazzard figures and a card of G.I. Joe.
I remember having a little bag to clean up this guy. This guy took his shoes and smelled so bad.
Yeah.
We were outside when I slept. I put Carpet Fresh in shoes when he slept. When he took off his shoes. I remember that video, David, pretending to be homeless. Yeah, that's up there. What would you say is your biggest piece and smallest piece in your collection?
The biggest one in my collection is that Serpentor statue, probably individual piece. Yeah, that thing is huge. And smallest piece, I don't know. I do have some. I do have like a Weeple, like Weeples. If you remember those, remember the little like it's like a little pom pom with feet, and it was a sticker and had little eyes on it. and they were popular in the 80s. They were called Weeples, Weepul. I think that's how you spelled it. But I do have a couple of those floating around.
Mine, I have a Keldor statue. I got it from MFA's
That thing is massive.
Yeah, he's I guess you would call him custom because he only makes like 50
of each piece, something like that.
And my smallest, somebody sent me some of those Lego figures, those little tiny Lego figures looking things.
Mini things.
Yeah. So I have that.
Masters Maniac Mexico sent that to you.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Robert says the Mayfix Batman animated series will look good with the Batmobile. Hope you should. Yeah. I have a plan for that, so you won't see it for a while.
Yeah, it's
because I have this whole diorama.
It's in there.
Yes, it's in here.
Locked in.
And but that's a whole big project. So, will you still do a live stream? No. We're not, because we're going to be on somebody else's live stream tomorrow. For those of you that just came, we said it at the beginning. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Masters with an S Maniac Mexico
on YouTube
is having a live stream, and he invited us to be on his live stream. So we're going to be on his live stream. And if you have time, even just to drop in for like 5 minutes, just say hello, in the comments, say hello, support the channel, give him a thumbs up. It'll be greatly appreciated. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. The topic is going to be PowerCon. That's the topic, but you know how live streams go, you got a topic, but you venture off into all kind of avenues. So the gist of it is to talk about PowerCon. There's going to be a bunch of people on there, so I don't know how it's going to go, but still, if you can just come on, say hello, give a thumbs up, it'll be nice.
Yeah, and really wants to know if you read Ninja Turtle Ronin. No.
If I read it, no. I have some Ninja Turtle comics. I haven't read them yet though.
Yeah, she's got a couple of omnibus.
Yeah, I'm thinking of buying some old Marvel DC Digest. Do you buy Comic Digest, David?
I don't have any, but it's not outside the realm of possibility.
Neander wants to know, where does Captain America fall into your top 10 favorite superheroes?
I don't know.
You got a top 10?
No, I don't even have a top 10 for it. I never really thought about it, to be honest.
Oh, and favorite villain is Magneto. His favorite villain is
Magneto's a good villain. He's another almost anti-villain. His problem, he feels like humankind is holding back Homo superiors, and he was in the Holocaust. He was a Holocaust survivor. So if they still have that storyline, because the Holocaust is so far behind us now, that would make him like ancient in the comic books. I don't know if they still follow that storyline or not. But I liked him. I like Dr. Doom.
Question, since you said that, to you and everybody in the chat, because I don't read a lot of comics. I'm just now getting into comics. But I'm noticing with reading the comics, they like to venture off from the established or the original storyline. How do you feel about that?
That can frustrate me, and sometimes that's why it's important when you get an established writer, and that's probably one of the reasons why Alan Moore was so well liked on that, because he wrote it for a long time, or Chris Claremont wrote X-Men for a long time. And so he knows what he wants to do, and he doesn't venture off. When you get a comic, and it used to frustrate me with the Punisher. I used to read the Punisher, and it's like every other issue that changed the writer. Well, the writer's going to change the personality of the character to some degree. It's like it would be frustrating when you get a writer that doesn't understand the Punisher, and every time he doesn't have a gun, he's getting the crap kicked out of him. And Frank Castle is tough as hell without a gun. So did you not ever read them before and not follow along and maintain the continuity? No. Mm-hmm. So it can suck when you swap out a writer mm-hmm. and the new writer doesn't understand or deliberately wants to change things,
like they did with Revelation.
Yeah. And promised he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Promised he wouldn't.
Yeah. But anyway. Ninja Turtle Ronin seems interesting. An unknown mutant turtle avenges the death of the turtles. Wow, the turtles died. Okay.
Yeah.
Using all of their weapons at his disposal. Wow, that's an interesting storyline. I don't bother with modern music either. It's not music. I prefer the modern music is just horrible. They don't have a
bad writing, auto tune.
Yeah, it's all samples.
No image. Yeah, it's all samples from like 70s and 80s music. It's not original music.
The sampling part doesn't bother me. It's the
and trashy lyrics.
The lyrics are trashy. Yeah. They don't talk about nothing. You know, when you listen to lyrics to a song, they're usually talking about something. Either it's deep, it's light, it's fun, it's bubbly, or whatever.
Listen to those 70s and 80s songs. They're telling a story, and you can tell. You know what they're saying. Yeah,
even the ones that are just fun. But these are just some mumbling words that they just throw together. It makes no sense. Mm-hmm. Like we were listening to one in the radio the other day talking about Star Wars. You remember? Because I asked you.
He said like Mark Hamill. Something like Mark Hamill.
He didn't use the name Mark Hamill.
Like Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker. You're right about the current state comics. I am more of a traditionalist. David, you have no top 10, but I feel Doctor Strange would be on your list if you had one.
Yeah, I like the original Doctor Strange. I read a lot of the 60s Doctor
Strange. I love Batman, but he can be such a jerk. Recruit boy warriors, keep tab on his friends, got Batgirl pregnant. Wow, did he? Because in the animated series, he was interested in Catwoman. Made Robin paint a room yellow to beat the crap out of the Green Lantern. Ugh. If you wait long enough, WAP will be. Ugh. I don't know. Yeah.
The National Anthem from what was the name of that movie? With America World Police with the puppets. What was the name of that film?
I don't know.
Oh,
Team America.
Team America. You never saw it.
No, because you said it enough times.
Yeah, I'm not going to sing the anthem, but that sounds about right. But yeah, the modern music, it's like every time I hear it playing, I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, you listen to it. And at work, we only listen to like classic stuff, 70s.
And the clients 80s. Like it.
They love it.
If it's disco or classic funk, like if you got like Rick James or
James Brown
playing, or the Bee Gees or Casey and the Sunshine Band comes up, and they're like, they love that stuff.
They like all that. So we listen to a lot of music at work. But anyway,
only 2 says to flex on. Yeah, 2 is 2. 1 is enough.
Yeah, them women, man,
is enough.
Will run you ragged. Mm-hmm. You get the right ones, they'll run you ragged.
Well, we've turned 10 minutes into almost 2 hours here. So, and we were just testing the camera. Randomly.
And everybody said the camera looks good and the sound is great.
That's what we were trying to find out.
Yeah.
And so, thank you so much. But, what?
I'm reading what Robert says. Yeah, LPH turns out in the Batman animated series comic, I think during Batman Beyond, they explain Dick and Bruce separate because of Batman Batgirl. She got lost a baby during a fight.
He got Ra's al Ghul's daughter pregnant also.
God,
and they never got back to it. She had the baby and they never got back to it. As far as I know, because I stopped reading I haven't read a modern comic since the 90s. So older stuff, sure, but modern stuff, I don't know anything about it.
That's why Nightwing hates Batman.
Okay, I don't know. See, he says, I thought Damien was a result. I have no idea, because I don't know if they ever got back to that story or not, because when I stopped reading it. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, because we were just trying to test, but people jump in and we want to say hi and we want to,
talk a little
talk
bit
to people, and Edwin, what is wrong with you?
Edwin, you just jumped in.
What is wrong with you?
We're about to cut out, but thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. This was a test of the new camera equipment to see how it was going.
Oh, good. Neander said he's going to drop in tomorrow for the live stream.
Masters Maniac Mexico, and it'll be mentioned in the roundup in the morning also.
Yeah.
At 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to try to chime in on that. It's international though, so we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, so it's going to be it's international.
People from South America and people from Germany and people from the United States in a super chat, and we'll see how that works.
Yeah.
But we will not be doing a live stream tomorrow evening. We'll probably do one next Saturday. So do look for us next Saturday. Thanks for dropping in on us, sneaking in, and have a good weekend, everybody, and catch our weekly roundup tomorrow.
Oh, Edwin had a question. What's your questions real quick? Maybe it's something we can answer real quick.
Yeah. Did we miss it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try that.
I had a question, but okay.
Because I need some ice cream. So I need to go get some ice cream before I go into withdrawals.
Okay. So thank you, guys.
What is Edwin?
Oh, he's typing in his question. Okay. We'll give him a second.
Yeah,
and see if he's gonna
next time. Okay.
Oh, next time. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Well, thank you again for joining us. Until next time.
We'll see you soon.
Well,